things change, the more they stay the same. Boundaries shift, new players step in, but power always finds a place to rest its head.
What up, guys? This is BZK Hellraider here. Today I'm bringing you a gameplay on the map Block in MWR. I went back to MWR this weekend because it was double XP and double keys, basically, and I was kind of hoping to earn some extra salvage, maybe unlock one of the new DLC weapons. And going back to a boots-on-the-ground style game, especially this one, which is very old and in some ways a lot horribly unbalanced, just reminds me where I came from and how much Call of Duty has evolved since then. In this gameplay here, I'll be using the W1200 with UAV jammer, I believe steady aim, and a grip, so I won't have a first perk. Now, this Call of Duty is like the grandfather of all Call of Duties. Everyone knows this one. Everyone expects this one. It's very unforgiving. It's very hard. The time to kill is very fast and very high. And in some ways, the guns are severely unbalanced in areas. Well, my hopes is, obviously we've come up a long ways. We have a lot of counters to things. We have flak jacket, we have tac mask or tac resistant. We have like toughness so we don't flinch. There's a lot of things that come into play to boots on the ground style Call of Duty that don't necessarily exist or are not as big as a problem as Space Jumper Call of Duties like Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare for that matter. But just playing this gave me a great nostalgia on how, old school rushing and like smart flanks and using your mini-map really helps out and really playing the enemy team very well. I have a lot of big hopes for World War II Call of Duty. I really want to see good map design like this. Maps in like Modern Warfare Remastered or Modern Warfare Cod 4 or MW2 or MW3. They were maps where you could run a lot of different weapons on it and still not be really, not nerfed per se, but, not suggested to run something else. Like on this map, it's a very open style in the middle, but very close and personal on the inside of the buildings. And if you're inside a building, you can spot the middle pretty easily, and you can gun people down with a sniper rifle, an assault rifle, depending on what you're using. You could even use a DMR, a designated marksman rifle, and really just pick people off as they're crossing up and through the buildings. And if you're playing it smart and you're playing aggressive and rushing, you could just get into the buildings, push out, use a shotgun, hold down doors and hold down rooms and like trap enemies, use the submachine guns to really rush and burst in here. There's a lot of variation, a lot of good gameplay, a lot of classes and playstyles you can't necessarily use in Infinite Warfare and the jumping Call of Duties. Now, World War II, it's going to be gritty, it's going to be hopefully fast, but I hope the time to kill isn't quite like MWR. I want, some fairer gunfights. The M16 in this game is stupidly strong, almost overpowered. Actually, it's not almost overpowered, it pretty much is overpowered. With stopping power, deep impact, I can get one shot through a wall across the map. Like, it's obnoxious. Granted, if you're accurate or whatever else comes into play, you should get those kills. But the fact is, at like sniper rifle distances, this gun's still one bursting people. It's just a little ridiculous. You need to add a little bit of recoil or add different damage sections per the body of the character. I'm just really hoping to see a couple variations of weapons in World War II, and hopefully different playstyles and no one hovers around the same like 3 guns, which is like the Infinite Warfare problem right now, which is like the K-Bar and MV4. I just really have high hopes for it. Looking back at this game, there weren't many attachments for weapons. Like, there's no quick draw handle, there's no stock, there's no long barrel. Obviously, there's a silencer, but there's only silencer for some weapons. There's red dot ACOG, but there's nothing like we have today with like laser sight, microphone, or variable zoom. What else? Akimbo, rapid fire, all this crazy stuff. But with that crazy stuff leads to some interesting gun combinations and class setups. So I hope World War II and Sledgehammer takes kind of a note out of Advanced Warfare and gives the player a lot of gun or selection and variety in their creative class. So these experiences won't be severely locked down, and you can actually like outplay somebody depending on what attachments you have on. That goes without saying. There's not going to be no crazy futuristic stuff like a holographic scope that tracks people across the map for you. But other than that, I have really good feelings about it. I just hope the time to kill is not too crazy. I hope it's kind of like Black Ops 2. Advanced Warfare's time to kill was pretty good. MWR's time to kill is very high, very low. You can die really easily. Infinite Warfare time to kill is even pretty fast. It's slower than MWR, but faster than Black Ops 3. So it's somewhere in the middle. That's my big concern is time to kill in World War II. The weapons and everything else, I'm excited for. I'm finally excited to have shotguns be on the ground, pushing people with SMGs, ARs. Hopefully, holding the mid ground. Maybe some long range combat. Sniper rifles finally having their place. Sitting back or pushing up very quick, depending on how the sniper rifles go. Most rifles in World War II were bolt action anyways, so sniper rifles will always be fun. I can't wait to use them and see them. We might get some unique ones in there depending on how they feel doing history, if they're going to go accurately or if they're going to go with theoretical Nazi weapon technology, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just super excited. I was just really pumped about this gameplay and pumped about playing boots on the ground. It's a lot slower, a little bit more tactical, but and maybe a little bit more aggravating, but definitely worth it, especially when you're going off. If you guys have any questions or what are your things you're excited for in World War II? What are the things you look for? Are you looking for weapons? Are you looking for a creator class? Are you looking for perks? I'm really curious about perks, honestly. Obviously, there won't be stopping power, but I hope there's good perks, kind of like marathon or extreme conditioning or something that allows you to get around the map a little bit quicker, because that's what we're used to. I also hope the explosives are completely jacked up and crappy. I expect bouncing Bettys, maybe a Claymore, depending an early version of a Claymore. I expect sniper rifles hopefully to not be nerfed into the ground. I hope they're not like Black Ops 1 when it first launched, where they're basically unusable unless you're already aiming in for 5 seconds. There's a lot of things I hope for, but we'll see what happens. We're coming up to an E3 in the next couple weeks, so we'll get to see our first multiplayer reveal, and then bigger YouTubers, probably like Pomage and Prestigious Key and Chaos X Silencer, Drifter, will be going down to those events and be able to capture some footage for us, and we can get some closer details. Depending who gets details or what things I see in the multiplayer trailer, I might make a video about it. I don't know yet. I'm super excited. I think it's a nice change of pace. I really hope everything works out for them and things get fun again, get back to normal. Squads and tactics really come into play, and playing smart really means something, and it's not just about hopping and being a bunny rabbit and hoping no one looks up and no one aims around you, Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this gameplay. I do really good. I don't know what the score is at the end, really. I think I'm 35, maybe 40 kills deep out of a 75 kill TDM game with a shotgun, which is pretty intense. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay. As for now, this is BZK Hellraider signing off. Come on, come through this door.
Friendly helicopter on the way. Friendly airstrike on the way.
Where'd he go, Kurt?
Towards the building.
Got him.
And a helicopter. Come on.
Enemy
Leave,
UAV
helicopter,
is
leave.
airborne. Time is running out.
Oh, the grenade got me. I should
Helicopter
just.
on the way.
Yes, got it.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Dude, I fucked them up. I fucked them up with a shotty.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, baby. 36 and 9, 4.0 shotty. Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Putting in the work. W1200 gang. What up? Yeah, it was so funny. It was all just fucking reaction.